profile. Who's this guy?
Come on, let's go. Butts and nuts. Jack Stone. Go Stone. Where's the cop? Been a cop killer.
Looks like Green has a new girlfriend.
And you put a lot of them boys in here, didn't you? And there's us guards. Right in the middle of it all.
Gentlemen, my name is Simeon. Once a week you'll pay me for protection.
Yeah, I don't think I need protection from you.
My friend. Pick him up, put him in a cell. My name is Simeon.
Come on, get away! Come on, get up! Come on! Come on!
Who are you?
A friend.
In the opening scene, we are introduced to Balaam, a prominent inmate who enjoys luxurious accommodations and is attended by private guards. He receives a directive from Officer Green, who delivers funds to him. Balaam, a drug lord, orchestrates his drug trafficking operations from within prison walls, maintaining control both inside and outside of incarceration. Additionally, he operates a business involved in human trafficking, as well as the distribution of drugs and firearms. Balaam has chosen to remain incarcerated, believing it to be a safer option against his enemies. Given the substantial bounty of $1 million on his head, it is understandable that numerous assassins would be dispatched to eliminate him. In contrast, the prison system guides new inmates to their designated cells. Officer Green confronts Jack Stone, who is serving time for the murder of a police officer during a robbery. Green, visibly agitated, strikes Jack in the abdomen, asserting that Jack would not remain in custody for long. A week prior, Jack and two accomplices had executed a bank heist with the intention of gathering incriminating evidence against corrupt government officials and law enforcement officers associated with Balaam. Following the robbery, Jack quickly departed with both the money and the pertinent information. However, they were soon surrounded by police, who opened fire, resulting in the deaths of Jack's two friends. After incapacitating several law enforcement officers, Jack managed to evade capture and fled to a nearby building. Just as he was about to escape, an officer emerged from the shadows, threatening to confront him. In a surprising turn of events, Jack confronted the officer, revealing himself to be an undercover member of the police force. In a moment of instinctive reaction, Jack pushed the officer, leading both of them to fall from a significant height. Jack swiftly killed the officer but escaped without injury, having targeted him deliberately due to his involvement in the murder of Jack's wife. One of the other officers had been responsible for Jack's wife's death. Subsequently, Jack provided all collected evidence and documentation regarding the corrupt activities to a journalist named Tricia, requesting her assistance in investigating the matter and reporting back to the prosecutor's office. Upon returning to prison, Jack finds himself sharing a cell with Silva, another inmate. During lunch, Simeon, Balaam's cousin, approaches a new inmate demanding protection money. When the man refuses to comply, Simeon resorts to violence. Simeon then turns his attention to Jack, seeking money from him as well. However, before Simeon can issue any threats, Jack retaliates, overpowering Simeon and his associates.
Gentlemen, my name is Simeon. Once a week you'll pay me for protection.
Yeah, I don't think I need protection from you.
My friend. Pick him up, put him in a cell. My name is Simeon.
The guards subsequently placed Simeon and his men in solitary confinement, allowing Jack to continue his meal undisturbed. The guards escorted Jack to a room equipped with a surveillance camera, allowing him to connect with Balaam. During this interaction, Balaam issued a stern warning to Jack, advising him to refrain from interfering with his operations while incarcerated. He also reminded Jack of the violent actions he and his associates had taken against Jack's wife. Balaam attempted to intimidate Jack, however, it seemed that Jack was unfazed by the warning. Later that evening, 3 inmates unexpectedly attacked Jack in his holding cell. Nevertheless, Jack successfully subdued all 3 assailants without disturbing his cellmate, Silva. Meanwhile, Tricia, who had obtained a file containing evidence of corruption involving police and government officials, was working to verify the information and ascertain Jack Stone's identity. The following day, she visited the prosecutor's office to meet with the district attorney. Unfortunately, the prosecutor was called away to an urgent meeting and instructed Tricia to give the information file to Mark, the prosecutor's assistant. Uncertain about Mark's reliability, Tricia expressed her intention to return later to speak directly with the prosecutor. She waited outside the prosecutor's office, eager to discuss the corruption she had uncovered among law enforcement and government officials. Subsequently, Tricia visited Jack in prison, stating that she was investigating the information he had provided. Jack advised Tricia to exercise caution and utilize her new information wisely. After returning to his cell, he reflected on the cherished moments he had shared with his late wife. Following his confrontation with Simeon, another inmate named William approached Jack and cautioned him to remain vigilant. Despite William's warning, Jack feigned indifference towards both Simeon and Balaam, inquiring about the location of Balaam's holding cell. William informed him that while everyone knew its whereabouts, no one dared to enter, not even the guards. The scene then shifted abruptly to a women's prison, where 2 inmates were engaged in a physical altercation. The guards intervened, apprehending the 2 women and covering one of them before relocating her. Balaam was present and appeared to have requested the woman, Elena, in front of numerous other detainees. Meanwhile, Simeon and other male inmates were profiting from drug sales and demanding protection money without Balaam's consent. Balaam admonished his cousin for conducting business without his approval, emphasizing that any failures would undermine his authority within the prison. He subsequently placed a $100,000 bounty on Jack's head. Following this development, William informed Jack of the situation. Without hesitation, the other inmates plotted against Jack in pursuit of the bounty, but with William's assistance, Jack easily overcame them all.
Who are you?
A friend.
Meanwhile, Balaam received a phone call from District Attorney Johnson, who informed him that a female reporter possessed evidence and information regarding corruption involving police officers associated with him, as well as government officials. Balaam listened to Johnson's remarks during the call. In response, Balaam requested that the prosecutor eliminate the female reporter, asserting his intention to eliminate Jack Stone by the end of the day. Later, Jack encountered several guards. And as he exited the laundry area, he was confronted by a group of inmates ready to assault him. However, Jack proposed that each inmate would receive $11,000 if they divided the $100,000 bounty among themselves. Ultimately, the inmates reconsidered their plan to attack Jack, recognizing the numerous risks involved, and retreated from the cell block. Tricia informed her friend Allison about Balaam and the corrupt government officials. Meanwhile, in the women's prison, Elena approached Balaam's associate, Kat, to apologize as instructed by Balaam. Elena intentionally provoked Kat to incite another fight, during which she feigned fainting. Subsequently, Elena was transported to the hospital for treatment of her injuries. In the hospital, Elena managed to remove her restraints and concealed some alcohol and pharmaceuticals in William's mop bucket. She then crawled into the air vents to locate the surveillance cameras in the room. Tricia visited Jack and informed him about the chaos caused by Balaam's forces. Having identified the location of the security cameras, Elena hurried back to her hospital room to avoid being detected as a nurse approached the examination room. William arrived shortly thereafter to distract the nurse, allowing Elena to sneak back into the medical room undetected. As they assessed the situation together, Jack inquired how long William had been infiltrating Balaam's organization. Jack realized that William was an undercover FBI agent posing as an inmate. William had intentionally assumed this identity to expose corrupt police officers and associates of Balaam. Elena had been William's partner throughout the 6-month undercover mission. After explaining the circumstances to Jack, they were suddenly attacked by other inmates within the facility. This incident resulted in Jack being placed in solitary confinement and William being summoned to Warden Blaine's office. The warden expressed concern that the incident could incite further disturbances. Due to William's altercation with Balaam's henchmen, Blaine threatened him with financial consequences if he wished to remain in prison. As the guards were unable to guarantee William's safety without financial backing, Blaine requested that William provide some cash. Tricia is currently attempting to arrange another meeting with District Attorney Johnson. However, she is informed by his assistant that he is unavailable due to an urgent matter. Mark then suggests to Tricia that she provide the FBI with the information she possesses. Shortly thereafter, Balaam receives a visit from his daughter, prompting him to exit his cell to accommodate her. As he emerges, William instructs Elena to commence her mission. A prison guard escorts Elena away, misleading him into believing she is unwell. In the ensuing chaos, William confronts one of the guards while Elena handles the guard who is escorting her. William successfully breaches the control room, while Elena infiltrates the CCTV monitoring area disguised as a security guard. She observes via the CCTV cameras that Balaam is about to leave the visiting room after his daughter confronts him about his criminal activities. Recognizing this opportunity, William opens the door to the isolation chamber and releases Jack. After Jack incapacitates the warden, William informs him that he and Elena will assist him in locating Balaam. Following their guidance, Jack quickly assumes the appearance of a prison guard. Before long, Warden Blaine and several guards realize that there has been a breach in the CCTV room. In an attempt to escape, Elena rushes into the ventilation ducts. Aware that time is running out as Balaam approaches his cell, William opens all the jail doors, creating chaos throughout the facility. This leads to a violent confrontation between inmates and security personnel. Green, desperate to flee the facility, is intercepted by Jack, who instead pushes him into a group of other inmates, resulting in Green being overwhelmed. Amidst the chaos, William and Elena find themselves engaged in various skirmishes. As Jack approaches Balaam, he is confronted by Simeon, leading to a renewed fight between them. Simeon manages to steal Jack's knife and uses it to wound him. Despite this setback, Jack ultimately prevails over Simeon. Meanwhile, the prosecutor and Allison appear to be plotting Tricia's assassination and the destruction of evidence. Just as Allison nearly succeeds in killing Tricia, an FBI agent named Mark intervenes to save her. Mark has been posing as a prosecutor's assistant to investigate misconduct involving District Attorney Johnson and other government officials. While William eliminates Warden Blaine and other guards within the prison, Jack tracks down Balaam, leading to a hand-to-hand confrontation. thereafter, the SWAT team arrived at the prison and took control of the situation. William then introduced Jack and Elena, commending Jack for successfully overcoming Balaam's crew both within and outside the facility. Jack expressed his gratitude for their support during his counteroffensive. It was revealed that all public officials and law enforcement personnel who had conspired with Balaam were found to be corrupt and were subsequently arrested by the FBI. In a turn of events, William arrested Jack, promoted him to the role of FBI agent, and appointed him as his partner. Thanks for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more of these recaps. Until next time, have a nice day.